Hey guys, Daminon Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here at the PSN Spotlight on the Maynard Jackson Jaguars football team. And as they get ready for the 2024 season to kick off, I stopped by summer workouts and caught up with head coach Eric Williams, who's always welcomed PSN from day one. And he spoke about how having the opportunity to not only coach these young men, but give back to the community has been inspirational in him getting up each and every year to get out there and get after it with his guys. Coach, man, first off, man, thank you for taking some time out, man, allowing me to come out and check you guys out, man. So here it is, man. You still at it.
Still at it.
What is it about getting up, and being able to get out here with these guys that has you still doing it after all these years?
Well, I kind of look at it as a ministry for me. I grew up in Atlanta. Atlanta public school student. So I feel like I'm just giving back to my community and trying to build upstanding young men for our community, and trying to be a role model for them and be that person to reach back and help them the way someone helped me to kind of get me out of my situation.
Okay. And for me, it's always an honor and a pleasure to come out, because we talked offline when I first started Prep Sports Nation. You were one of the first schools that opened the doors and was like, yeah, come on out. So I really appreciate it. Here we go, getting ready for a new season for you. Obviously, you've had spring ball, you've had, summer workouts. You've resumed this now it's full-time, full go, because, all the dead periods are gone and all that good stuff. What's kind of stood out to you over this time, as far as spring ball and summer workouts that, really has you excited about looking forward to seeing these guys when it's time to suit up?
Well, I'm really excited about the youth of our team. We have a very young team. We only have about 6 seniors who have any kind of experience returning. Most of our guys that we have that's upperclassmen, it's kind of like their first time coming out for football. So we're kind of looking at them toward being more on the manly side. So if we need some girth of somebody with some strength versus having a lot of 9th and 10th graders that we have on our team. Now, speaking on those kids, they're very talented. They're not scared of anything, and that's a good thing. And they're young and they're eager to learn. Okay. So, without it being an older coach, I just have to pack my patience with the teaching process and just know that from time to time they'll be doing a lot of horse playing.
All right. And speaking of that, you have guys, you do have some senior leadership and guys like Ricky, and how much do you lean on those guys to be your voices, you all's voices on the field? How much is it that, you guys need them to kind of step up and kind of lead these, like you said, these younger guys, where it's not always having to come from you?
Well, I put a lot of pressure on Ricky, because Ricky, that's really not Ricky's personality. He's more of an introvert. I'm like, Ricky, you got to start taking the lead. You've been in the background for 2 or 3 years, even though you've been highly productive. You've been in the background as far as being more vocal. So I need you to kind of get out of your shell a little bit and be more vocal when it comes time to help instill discipline and serve as a role model to these younger guys. I also have another guy who's not here right now, Zion Lawson. He's a Vanderbilt commit. So I kind of lean heavily on him as far as taking that same kind of edge with the bigger guys on the team, like down in the trenches.
All right. Now you guys are preparing for the start of the season, as we said. What were some of the biggest takeaways from last season, in a positive way, that you felt like, these are the building blocks. These are the things we can build off of from last year to help us have a productive season this year?
The way we kind of rallied, we started off the season pretty good, 3-1, and then all of a sudden we lost 4 straight. And so, then we made it to our bye week. And we kind of like hit the reset button, got more personnel. Had a lot of seniors on the team last year. And so we kind of like, put more pressure on them, because I've always been about playing a lot of kids here. And we're a community-based school, so I play a lot of kids. So I would never be like reloading. We'll just be kind of continuing what we're working on and building. And so those seniors took that onus upon them. And then we had to win our last 3 games to get in, and it was a head-to-head matchup against Villa Rica that really was a pivotal game that kind of put us in the catbird seat. And so the fact that we rallied to keep our playoff streak and push it to 11 years in a row, man, it was really big for us.
All right. And what's been your message this summer to your guys? What's kind of been your message to them about, getting ready for this season?
Well, just pretty much kind of giving the young kids a little sneak peek at what the expectation is.
Mhm.
You know, the month of June, you kind of be more laid back, make it be more like a summer camp type feel.
Right.
And then you kind of like start tightening screws once July, after that 4th of July week. You want to tighten the screws, kind of let them know there's going to be a lot more structure, a lot more where you got to be listening and processing information, because it's not like when you get a lot of middle school kids and rec ball kids, they just go out there and play.
Right.
I say on the high school level, teams prepare for you.
Right.
You know, once they get film, they gonna know your weaknesses and your strengths, and you know they gonna play in their game accordingly. They scheme accordingly. So I always try to tell them that you got to learn how to adjust, not just playing football.
Right.
And they be, oh, can we just play? You're doing a lot of talking. I say that's football.
Right.
From this point on,
Yeah.
as you go up, if you move from Friday nights to Saturday afternoons to Sunday, it's a lot of talking going on. It's a job, you know. So, and they kind of get it. They kind of getting into it and getting it on that part. And we kind of just, you know, break the ice too and just let them go out there and do like contact drills or little simulated drills, and then we'll go back into it.
Okay.
It's kind of more. It's just like teaching in the classroom.
Gotcha.
You know, you got to plan accordingly. You got to deliver. Then you go pull back and let them do some hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
Then you go back and deliver some more, feed them a little bit more. Then you go back and take your hands off, let them do some hands-on stuff to kind of keep them actively engaged.
Good deal. Well, a little bit off the cuff here, a little bit, still football related. Your hometown, your homegrown. What do you think about your Falcons this offseason?
Hey, man. Hey. I mean, being a diehard Falcon fan all of my life, you know, and last year I kind of had a problem with them. I did, because I felt like we needed defense, and I know we needed defense, but we chose a running back. And you know, but this year they kind of made it right a little bit. Now I can see the vision now. Okay. Now we have you know, we got a new quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. I love that decision. I kind of even like getting another quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you got it for the future.
Yeah.
You know, quarterbacks are hard to come by.
Yeah. But
then after they went defensive on the other side, you know, and I trust Raheem, man.
Yeah.
You probably trust the process of Raheem Myers, so I'm all in again. You know, and I've never jumped off, and I was swimming with the sharks. That was painful.
Yeah.
I really felt like the guy from Georgia would be that guy to solidify. And then when he almost won Defensive Player of the Year, you know, I was like, man, you know, everything happened for a reason.
Yeah,
you know,
very true.
You know, so I guess I can. The people on my side of the argument kind of got some points because the coach is no longer here. Draft the offensive guy.
Yeah.
The point production went down.
Yep.
You know, so hey man, it is what it is. Though. But I'm a big Falcon fan, man. So I couldn't stay gone too long.
Good deal. Well, Coach, man, hopefully your Birds will do their thing, and I know you guys are going to do your thing. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you all in action once the season kicks off. And again, thank you for allowing me to come out, man. Always a pleasure to come hang out with the Jaguars.
Yes, sir. Thank you, JJ, for coming by, man. I appreciate it. All right, brother.
All right, thanks to Coach Williams and the Maynard Jackson Jaguars for allowing me to stop by and being a part of this PSN Spotlight, and looking forward to seeing them in action when the season gets underway. For these stories and more, make sure you check us out at PrepSportsNation.net, and don't forget to check out our YouTube highlight channel, Prep Sports Nation. I'm Daminon Lewis for Prep Sports Nation.